Stablecoins often get a bad rap. Enough with the stablecoins. I hear you talking about something that actually drives on-chain value. But here's the thing. It all starts with stablecoins. We're standing at the edge of a massive revolution, one that's just beginning to unfold: tokenization. And I'm not the only one seeing this. Big players like Chainlink are spotlighting it too, which just confirms how transformative this movement will be. This also shines a light on utility-driven projects like XRP. Their potential is staggering. Imagine them growing 10x, maybe even 100x. Sounds wild, right? You might think the market cap needed for that is impossible, but consider the sheer size of the asset classes set to be tokenized. Change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. I know that's not what you want to hear, but let's be real. I'm not the kind of YouTuber who will tell you XRP is going to hit $5.00 in the next 24 hours. That's just wishful thinking, not reality. Now let's focus on what's actually happening. Stablecoins are in the spotlight, and for good reason. They are the launch pad for everything that comes next. This is the foundation, the starting point, and it's worth diving into. So grab a seat, relax, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe by the end. Today, we're talking stablecoins, and even Chainlink agrees. They're an important step, but not the ultimate destination. They said this is just the tip of the iceberg. Beyond stablecoins lies a world of potential. Tokenized treasuries, commodities, funds, corporate debt, equities, derivatives, real estate, insurance, infrastructure, art, and so much more. Imagine the scale. These markets represent tens, even hundreds of trillions of dollars. It's mind-blowing, and it's something you need to keep an eye on. Right now, this space is still in its infancy, trading at single-digit trillion-dollar valuations. Take XRP, for example, valued at just over $120 billion, 0 cents. The truth? We're still so early in the game. Think about this for a moment. If you could travel back in time to the dot-com boom, what would you do differently? Imagine asking someone from that era. If you'd known what Amazon would become, would you have sold it after the first spike or held on for the long haul? Almost everyone would say they wish they'd held on to Amazon. Why? Because too many people sell too soon. Right now, we're seeing the same rush to sell, fueled by short-term thinking. But here's the thing, these bull and bear cycles are golden opportunities. They're not just about taking profits. They're about building a foundation. By staying patient and strategic, we're planting seeds today that could grow into real financial freedom over the next 5 to 10 years. Retiring early isn't just a dream. It's a plan if you play it smart. I truly believe projects like XRP, HBAR, and QNT, those with real utility, are perfectly positioned to thrive in a tokenized digital economy. But let's dive into something exciting happening right now. Stablecoins are gaining serious momentum. Just recently, Stripe's CEO revealed the company is finally testing its stablecoin product, a decade in the making. Here's the kicker. This news dropped on April 25th, the exact same day Korean banks announced their joint stablecoin project. And it doesn't stop there. On April 22nd, EU banks started exploring stablecoin launches, while Japan's SMBC teamed up with Ava Labs for a development partnership just 3 weeks ago. Earlier this April, Brazil's largest bank hinted at launching a stablecoin just 2 months prior. Back in February, Bank of America also explored the idea of rolling out its own stablecoin. These are just a handful of the stablecoin announcements we've seen in the past few months. Big moves are happening fast, and it's impossible to ignore. The stablecoin revolution isn't just coming, it's here. This wave of innovation is unfolding right now, and it directly ties into projects like XRP. Why? Because XRP was designed with financial use cases in mind from day one. It's the first DLT with a built-in index, purpose-built for tokenization and payments. With stablecoin launches fueling the next phase of digital finance, XRP's foundation is more relevant than ever. Anderson captured this perfectly, and it's worth repeating. The future is happening now. Have you noticed? It seems like everyone is launching their own stablecoin these days. But here's the challenge. How will all these stablecoins interoperate? Whether it's XRP, QNT, or others, fragmented liquidity is inevitable unless 1 or 2 USD stablecoins rise to become the universal standard. This is where XRP's role as a neutral bridge currency becomes a game changer. Imagine a world with 10, 20, even 50 different stablecoins plus CBDCs and tokenized assets. Without a bridge currency like XRP to connect and settle these, the system becomes chaotic. Every new stablecoin introduced further highlights the critical need for XRP's utility. It's like the glue holding it all together. And let's not forget, stablecoins won't stop at USD. We're already seeing moves towards euro, yen, and even the Brazilian real. The landscape is evolving quickly. Some might point to things like RLUSD on Ethereum and call it bearish, but the bigger story is clear. Interoperability is the future, and XRP is positioned to lead the charge. Ethereum for scalable financial use cases, not happening. At least not yet. The gas fees alone make it a no-go for moving trillions through the public Ethereum network. Let's be real, it's just not built for that kind of heavy lifting. Meanwhile, the stablecoin market is on fire, surging by $4,580,000,000 in just a week and closing in on the $240 billion 0 cents milestone. Deep heavyweights like Tether and USDC lead the charge, with rising stars like USDS and RLUSD adding fuel to the growth. Here's the kicker. The stablecoin market cap now sits around $231,420,000,000 0 cents, with a jaw-dropping monthly transfer volume of $2,240,000,000,000 0 cents, up 7.3%. These numbers are wild, proving the stablecoin space is rewriting the rules of digital finance. Over on DeFi Llama, stablecoins have hit nearly $240 billion 0 cents, with USDT holding a 61.77% dominance. But here's the twist. USDT's grip has been slipping in recent months, especially with rising challengers like RLUSD making waves. In the last 30 days alone, stablecoins have grown by about 2.18%, adding even more fuel to the market's momentum. Now, scrolling down the list, we spot RLUSD, though the data might need an update, showing $317 million 0 cents. We'll dig into that in a moment. Still, it's wild to witness such explosive growth in the stablecoin space. The market's heating up and the competition is only getting fiercer. Stablecoins are on the rise, rapidly carving out a bigger role in the global financial system. Just take a look at this. Reese Merrick from Ripple recently shared that the stablecoin market cap shot up 32% in 6 months, jumping from $168,780,000,000 0 cents to $223,610,000,000 0 cents. Fast forward a bit, and we're now at an incredible $239 billion 0 cents just since his post on the 26th. Here's the kicker. With M2 sitting at $21,760,000,000,000 0 cents, stablecoins now account for 1% of the world's money supply. It's happening slowly but surely, and before you know it, all at once, we're only scratching the surface of what's to come. RLUSD, Ripple, this is huge. Here's what's wild. We now officially account for 1% of the global M2 money supply in stablecoins. Let that sink in for a moment. This is just the beginning. I fully expect Ripple to roll out RLGBP, RL Euro, RL Yen, RLAD, and many more stablecoins soon. The Forex market is going on chain, and stablecoins are leading the charge. The opportunity, it's right now. Why now? Because if stablecoins already make up 1% of M2, just imagine where this growth will be in a year or two. Look at the numbers. In March 2024, stablecoins were under 0.75% of the global M2 supply. Fast forward just 1 year, and we've added another 0.25%. That kind of growth is mind-blowing. But it gets crazier. Stablecoins are already outperforming Visa in transaction volume for 2024. Yes, Visa, and that's just the start. We're not even talking about what's coming in 2025. This trend is proof of skyrocketing demand. Stablecoins aren't just a trend, they're the future. Lock in now. You check out stablecoins on RWA-DC, the numbers are mind-blowing. Holders have climbed to over 100 with nearly 60 million in circulation. But here's the kicker. The monthly transfer volume is a staggering 2.24 trillion. Let that sink in. If this trend keeps up, we're looking at over $20 trillion 0 cents in transfers for the year. Insane, right? What's even wilder is that we're in a bearish market right now. Things aren't exactly booming, yet transfer volumes are exploding. Zooming in on stablecoin activity, zooming on the standout month, nearly $4 trillion 0 cents in transfers happened just in December. And for the entire year of 2024, brace yourself, stablecoins hit $27 trillion 0 cents. The numbers don't lie that this market is a force to be reckoned with. In 2023, take a look at the staggering shift. We've leaped from about $9,600,000,000 0 cents to an eye-popping $27 trillion 0 cents. That's an increase of over $17 trillion 0 cents. And here we are in 2025, not even halfway through the year, already sitting at $9,400,000,000,000, 0 cents. Out of that, the XRP ledger accounts for an impressive $410 million, 0 cents. The takeaway? Stablecoins are no joke. They're exploding in growth, carving out a significant role in the global economy. Adding to the buzz, Reese Merwick recently shared exciting news. A big week is unfolding in Dubai with Token 2049 kicking off. Tons of meetings, side events, and collaborations with visionary leaders are planned, promising to push innovation even further. Plus, Ripple's own Jack McDonald is flying in to drop some major insights on RLUSD. With all this energy and momentum, these events are shaping the future. This is the same person who predicted RLUSD would break into the top 5 stablecoins by year end, and look where we are now. At first, I thought it was a bold claim, but the numbers speak for themselves. Back in late March, when he made this prediction, RLUSD's market cap was around $170 million, 0 cents. Fast forward, and we're sitting at $344 million, 0 cents, a massive 78% jump in just 30 days. Holders are up 1.28%, and monthly transfer volume has skyrocketed to $1,500,000,000, 0 cents, marking a 73% surge. The momentum is undeniable. On Ethereum, RLUSD is now outpacing XRP in transfer volume. This is big, and honestly, I can't take my eyes off it right now. Looking back, the last big update from the XRP ledger was at the end of March, and it was a close race back then. Right now, we don't have the latest data, so it's a bit of a mystery where things stand. I'd love to know the actual transfer volume for April so far. We're halfway through the month, and last we checked, it was sitting at $740,000,000, 0 cents. Per estimating, this total transfer volume for April might track close to that, maybe around $700 million. 0 cents since we're approaching $1,500,000,000, 0 cents overall. Of course, the exact numbers aren't clear yet, but one thing we do know is that the XRP ledger has been steadily growing. You can actually see the monthly transfer volume picking up momentum right here. The question is, where will it land by month's end? I'm not entirely sure why, but it doesn't seem updated, at least not on the metrics we're seeing here. They're saying $128 million, 0 cents, though I can't confirm if that's accurate or not. Honestly, what's catching my attention isn't that figure. It's the monthly active addresses and holders on the XRP ledger. Right now, we're looking at $94 million, 0 cents on XRP compared to $250 million, 0 cents over on Ethereum. Some folks keep asking if I'm concerned about RLUSD primarily being minted and traded on Ethereum. The answer, not at all. Here's why. As Anderson pointed out, when everything comes together, when the system fully clicks, all these stablecoins will need to be bridged. There's a gap that needs closing. And here's the exciting part. It's bigger than just being bullish for XRP. Take a moment to think about what's unfolding right now. Finance as we know it is transforming. The Forex market, fiat currencies, they're all moving on chain. And this shift is something you don't want to overlook. We're hitting a tipping point and the momentum is undeniable. I'm fired up about what's ahead. That 1%, it's an insane figure to reflect on. And it tells me one thing: the climb has only just begun. Even in a bear market, this is just one stage of the cycle. The future, a continued unstoppable surge. The future of this space is looking brighter than ever with more institutional players joining the action. I'm not just optimistic about Ripple and XRP, but about the entire shift toward real utility. We're moving beyond the hype and speculation, planting seeds now that will grow into something extraordinary. Mark my words, what's coming will redefine the game. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Just drop them in the comments. Let's start a conversation about where this space is heading. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There's plenty more free content on the way. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, take care. Peace.